Hey guys, this video is gonna be a puppy haul, and I'm gonna address which items were the essential ones, and then I'm gonna mention which are nice to have, and after that I'm gonna tell you which items were the worst buys for us. Now let's start with the playpen or crate, and we actually had both. It's important that you have a safe environment for your puppy, because you can't watch your puppy 24/7, and it also makes potty training a lot easier. So for the first 2 months we used the playpen when we couldn't watch him, for instance when we were cooking or if we slept or when we went out for shopping or something like that. But now he doesn't use the playpen anymore. We have removed it, but he still has the crate for when he wants to have some peace. Now for the leashes, I'm gonna start with this leash. It has some rubber on it, which makes it easier to clean, and it doesn't have a handle, as you can see here, which makes recall much easier because he doesn't fall over it, and it's anti-slip as well. They told us at puppy school that we couldn't use a flexi line for training, so we would recommend to use this leash as an essential item. Now another essential item is a collar, and on that collar you should have a tag for his name and also the owner's name, address and phone number, which is mandatory at least in Denmark. And of course you're gonna need a bowl for food and also one for water. Another essential is toys, and we have ropes and also some rubber toys which make noise, and also Plush toys, which he also likes. And another essential are chew bones, to satisfy his needs for biting, so that he doesn't bite on furniture or people. Another item which is essential is a toy for tug of war, to satisfy his need for playing, so that he knows that he shouldn't play without a toy. And poo bags are also essential, and you're probably gonna be surprised how many you're gonna have to use. And we also got some odor and stain removal spray for when you have an accident with your dog. Another essential item that you're gonna have to buy is puppy food, and preferably some high quality one. And if your dog is a large breed, you're gonna have to buy puppy food for a large breed. Now for some dog care items, which are essential as well. Let's start with the brush. The brush is very useful for untangling his fur, and we do it regularly so that he doesn't get tangled fur, maybe 2 or 3 times a week. We also have wet wipes designed for dogs, which are primarily for cleaning his ears. Another essential item is a nail cutter, and we think that the toothbrush is also an essential item, along with toothpaste. And the last essential item is shampoo designed for dogs for his showering. And that was it for the essential care items. And you're also gonna need a lot of dog treats. We have quite a lot, as you can see here. Yeah, these are important for keeping your dog motivated. And also a bag for dog treats. And here we have some essential items for when driving in the car. We have this one for Kenji to step up into the car. And And we also have a harness for him so that he can get a seatbelt on. So that it doesn't have to be locked onto his collar, which is rather dangerous. No, it's much better for a harness. And something that's also essential is this car seat cover, so he doesn't get thrown around too much, and also it protects the car seat. Alright, that was it, guys. That was the essential items. Now let's move on to the nice to have items. Alright, and nice to have thing is this leash here, which is made of the same material as the first one I mentioned. And this one has a handle, and it's also longer, which makes it much better for walking. And we also have this flexi line, which can extend up to 5 meters. This one is also nice for walking, and Kenji gets a lot of freedom with this one. And these Kong toys are also nice to have. We use this one for Kenji's kibble, so that he can be activated while eating his kibble. And this one Kenji is not very good at the moment, but when we want to activate him while we are gone, we can put wet dog food in here, or maybe some biscuits or something. And we also use this ball here for his kibble, the same function as the other Kong toy. Now, speaking of toys, we have these ones which are used for rewarding. We have this ball, which is very bouncy, and also this one with a rope on, and which can make a squeaky sound. And we also have this pulling toy, which is made of imitated buffalo skin, and he's very crazy about this one because it looks like an animal. Another essential item is this blower here, because after his shower we don't want him to remain wet, because otherwise he's gonna be more prone to get fungi on his skin. Now, another thing that is nice to have is this vest, which has a lot of pockets on the sides here and also in the front, and it also has pockets in the back. So yeah, we have room for everything: phone and dog treats and also toys. Another nice to have items is this water bowl, which is anti-splash, because we found out that Kenji had a bad habit of digging his bowl, so that it was wet everywhere. And yeah, we find this bowl very useful, because it's less watery outside of the bowl now. And also this mat here to put under, because he still spills a bit of water after he has been drinking. So yeah, this mat takes a lot of the water. And we found out that it should be hard plastic and not soft rubber, because otherwise Kenji would bite the rubber or pull it somewhere and play with it. And the next thing is his cooling mat, which Kenji likes a lot. Especially on hot days, he really likes to lay on the cooling mat. And another thing that we find useful is this bucket for Kenji's kibble, so that it doesn't get dry and boring. Okay guys, that was it for the items that are nice to have. Let's move on to the buys that are the worst for us. Now we have thrown most of it out. Alright, for instance, an anti-bite spray, we found it much more useful to say no or redirect him somehow. The second item that we regret buying are potty pads. It was much more useful to intensely potty train Kenji by taking him out once every hour, and after that he was potty trained after 3 days, which was much more useful. And the third buy that we regret are harnesses. We bought a lot of harnesses in all kinds of sizes, and we actually only ended up using one of those harnesses. Now the fourth regret that we have is buying a bunch of the same dog treats before trying it out first. At first we thought it was cheap and all, but he just isn't motivated enough to get those treats, so it was a bad idea to buy those. Now another regret that we have is these intelligence toys, and it actually takes him about 5 minutes to finish these ones, and then he doesn't want to use it again. Alright guys, that was the puppy haul. I hope you liked it and that it was useful. The next video is gonna be about a whole day with a puppy part 2, where Kenji is a bit above 4 months old. Alright, see you and stay tuned for more Kenji.